Alright, so for this video we're going to go over some basic, common mistakes that people make when they're trying to meditate for the first time, or maybe they've just gotten into a groove and they feel like they're not getting the most that they can, so they're just double checking to make sure they're doing everything right. In any case, I'm going to go over some basic common mistakes, and I hope that this helps you. Mistake number one, trying to relax. It's not going to work. Trying to relax is paradoxical. You cannot try and relax. The best way to relax is to simply just be and just let whatever happen. And that's really what messes a lot of people up, is they simply try to relax and they think they can't do it because they're not relaxing right, or they don't understand quite how meditation may work and think too much about the relaxation aspect of it, because sometimes meditation can be uncomfortable. Mistake number two, simply just relaxing. So for those of you who aren't trying to relax and know how to kind of just get relaxed, relaxing is not meditating. It is not the same, unfortunately. I know a lot of people wish that it was, but it may result in a state of relaxation. However, it's not simply relaxing in and of itself. So like, let's just say you're the type of person who meditates lying down. I'm one of those people. When I lay down, I cannot just like and then just like let my mind do whatever it wants. That's not, unfortunately, how it works. When I lie down, I have to focus on my breath, get distracted, and then I come back to my breath. If you have been meditating for a while, or you're new to meditation and you haven't had a focus during the meditation, whether it's your breath or the sensations around and inside your body, you are not meditating properly, unfortunately. Mistake number three is the lack of a beginner's mind. Now, what I mean by a beginner's mind is when you first start meditating, you might have some good luck because you're following the directions that your teacher or online source or book has given you to a T, because you've got nothing else to really base it off of. So you might do really well, but then after a while you become a little more advanced and you start to achieve the states of mind that you're looking for. Now when you go in, you start trying to achieve those states of mind. That's where the mistake is. You don't try to achieve those states of mind, or else they do not typically come up. You have to follow the practice, and then those states of mind come up by themselves. So what's a beginner's mind? The beginner's mind is where you want to go into each session with the mind of a beginner. You'll go in and you'll just follow the basic directions, focus on your breath, start out by taking a few deep ones, and letting everything else work itself out. You don't want to actually try and create a state of mind or create a sense of relaxation or openness, because when you try to create those things, they typically don't actually manifest themselves. Mistake number four, patience or lack thereof. Many people who start meditating lose patience and give up way too fast. And this always results in the same conversation. Oh, I can't meditate. I just don't have the patience to sit there. I can't do it. My mind just doesn't quiet down. Your goal is not to quiet your mind down. That's not what you're trying to do. Trying to understand yourself is a huge difference. You're trying to gain comfort with who you are and your thoughts and all your sensations. That's what it's about. That's why you're focusing on the breath and letting everything else pop up by itself and sitting with it. And a lot of people lose patience simply when they're focusing on the breath. They lose focus on the breath and they like, I've lost focus on the breath, like I come back, and it just becomes too tense. Like the focus becomes a little too tense. And if you do struggle with that and you do notice that you get tense, just sort of note it. Like just let it, understand that that's what you've been doing, and don't be so hard on yourself the next time around. Mistake number five, having expectations. This sort of goes hand in hand with the beginner's mind thing, going in expecting to feel this way, a certain way, and then you wind up not feeling that way, because once you develop those expectations, the actual process cannot unfold the way it has to. So you think that, because each time you get to that special place, if you've been meditating a while, you kind of have some idea what I'm talking about. It's just a more open, calm, relaxed, centered, not necessarily tired state of mind, just more like a relaxed state of mind. There's different pathways that you take to get there. I mean, it's always the same, focusing on the breath and letting itself sort of work itself out. But the thoughts that you might have on the journey there those you can't like you know, copy and paste onto the next time you meditate. You just need to like sit with whatever thoughts come to mind, because you know, for some people, when they start meditating and they start getting very negative thoughts and they think that they're doing something wrong, and the reality is they're supposed to be getting those thoughts, because those thoughts were essentially a long time coming. Like they sort of just piled other things on top of those thoughts, and now when they finally sit and do nothing, the thoughts come back, and then that displeases them. So it's very important to just sit with whatever thoughts come to mind, and you know, don't try and push them away. Just let them come. Don't focus on them. You'll notice them, obviously, because they'll be very distracting, but always just come back to the breath. Whatever comes to mind comes to mind. Not a big deal. So that's really all I have. That's just 5 common mistakes that I've seen over the years, and I just wanted to share them. You know, maybe I really hope this helps. Maybe you'll catch yourself in the future. I hope that's the case, you know, because, you know, you might not have. Anyways, wish you the best of luck while you do try, while you are on your journey, and see you next time. Peace.